It's November 11th, and this is This Week in Tabletop RPG, brought to you by EN World Live. This week we've had more Dragonlance previews.
Starting with the new images of Tarkesis in both her human and dragon forms. Beth Rimmels from EN World has done an in-depth look at the relaunch of the Dragonlance campaign. So if you go to enworld.org, you can read all about it, so you can see those images and get a full summary of what we can expect for the upcoming release later next month.
Wizards of the Coast have put out a new blog post on D&D Beyond, and this is outlining the new procedures and policies they have in place following the controversial release of Spelljammers: Adventures in Space.
So their new policy will feature a minimum of 3 reviews by a team of cultural consultants before release, and that's specifically looking at the text creation, the art creation, and a final product review phase during the development. So this policy will be in place for all new products going forward, as well as any reprints of previous materials.
Now, I'm sure we've all had a D&D session that's been moved back or had to be rescheduled for some reason.
And the upcoming Dungeons & Dragons movie shows it understands this all too well, and has also moved back its release date. So the Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves movie is now set to be released in theatres on March 31st, 2023.
Paizo have released an overview of the new Starfinder sourcebook coming out, Interstellar Species.
The hardcover is going to include a brand new class, which is called the Evolutionist, and they're able to change their body through a combination of mystic traditions and extensive augmentations and deliberate genetic mutations. And if you want to create your own new species, the book also has full rules for doing that, including customizing your appearance, culture, and different abilities. So this book is set for retail release at the end of the month on November 29th.
Modiphius have announced a new line of STL files you can use to print your own Star Trek Adventures miniatures at home.
So they've got 2 sets available. There's the original series landing party, and that's got different male and female models for Andorians, humans, Vulcans, all sorts of different things from original series. And we also have the next generation Klingon warband, so the range of different Klingon minis there for you to print at home and use in your games. If you'd like to hear these stories discussed in more detail, you can listen to Morris's unofficial Tabletop RPG Talk podcast, or you can read all about it on enworld.org. I'm Jessica, and that was This Week in Tabletop